It's been a minute. Happy Saturday. I hope you've had a wonderful holiday. Mine was great, and the weekend is just getting better. Today I have a good day of rest, and I'm going to take this day as an opportunity for self care. First thing on deck, I have planned to wash my locks, recolor because the roots are turning gray again. Can't let that happen. So I think I'm gonna go blonde or like a honey blonde this time. I was adding more of the brown in order to take out some of the other colors that I had over the summer, but I'm ready for a fresh color. And I don't know if I'm gonna do a retwist because I am doing martial arts throughout the week, and it gets very sweaty. So I think I'm just going to do a color and braid it up so that it will be easy to wash and go. And I have doing my nails on deck today. You know, I bought that manicure set online, the gel polish, and it has been very easy to maneuver, very easy to polish, set it and forget it. It works well, and it comes off easily. So most importantly, I am not spending over, $150 to get my nails and my toes done, twice a month. So that saves money there. So we're going to begin. I'm just going to take you on a journey with me in doing my hair, doing my nails, maybe a few other things, but trying to get myself back in the habit of recording and posting or vlogging. So, yeah, bear with me through this process. See you soon. Okay, I'm ready to begin. I got 2 boxes of the Clairol. No particular rhyme or reason why I got the Clairol textures and tones. You know what? That's a lie. I got this because I bought it from CVS and I had some coupons in addition to a $5 off of a $20 purchase. And I had coupons for additional $2 off of the Clairol product. So I was able to buy a couple things from CVS, and the bottom line, the total only came up to about $20 compared to $40 when I used all my coupons. So that was the reason I got the Clairol product. But I also like this color. I don't have one particular brand that I use when I am doing my hair. I don't have a main go-to product besides Jamaican Mango styling or locking gel. I use them often, and I also use the Talia Wajid healing oil also in my hair. But other than that, I am very simple. I have always been simple when it comes to doing my hair. I haven't had a lot of hair issues over the course of my life besides from when I was young and I was perming my hair way too often. Didn't need to perm the hair because my texture is already fine. So the perm really just ruined the braid, ruined a lot of my follicles, especially, we had this conversation before, especially those around the side here. So I'm actively working to re-stimulate the follicles. I don't know if it can be done because, I am much older now, and this happened when I was a child. I didn't have the ability to be proactive when I was younger in order to help that. And I don't plan on going to have a transplant. I know a lot of people who are going to different countries to have a transplant or of their hair follicles in order to re-stimulate the growth. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm thinking at this point, I'm going to stick with my locks. Um, if anything happened where I would start to lose my hair, then I would be shaving my head and wearing a bunch of nice wigs. I'm talking about long wigs, short wigs, curly wigs, blue wigs, pink wigs. I will do the whole thing. Now, even though I've been dyeing my hair forever, I always have to read. One, I have to read because of the time. Some of these products do change the amount of time needed in order to process the color and really boost the color, and I want to be cognizant of that. Since today I am going to do my entire head, not just the roots, but I'm going to do the entire strand all the way down. Now, and that may warrant the second box, but it may not. When my hair was much longer, I would have to use 2 boxes. And although I want to do the entire strand, I'm thinking I'm going to still leave some undone because I like the gradient look. I like the variations and the different colors. If I have natural highlights, and that's just due to me being lazy and not hitting all the strands. But I get a lot of questions of, what color do you have? What color is that? And I tell people, I can't even tell you because it is a mixture of many colors. So in this pack, they have a highlighting booster. So I will use that highlighter booster in here. So I'm thinking, just like anything else, they have it numbered now. 1, 2, and 3. The Intense Moisturizing Mask. I do have to pay attention to how I use this. Oh, this is that conditioner at the end, like after you wash your hair. Use remaining mask anytime. Leave on for 2 minutes and rinse. So yeah, that's after I wash out the color. That will be my conditioning. The only thing I don't have is like a bonnet for a deep moisturizing session, so I could put it on and put my head underneath the heater, underneath the dryer. I have a hard dryer, so it's not a a soft bonnet type dryer. So I'm going to shake this up. Then I'll put the Vaseline around the edges, of my hairline. Just so that it'll be easier to remove any dye that may spill over. And also to protect, my skin and my face from the chemical. So, shaking this. Okay, I should be wearing gloves throughout this whole process. It says glove up and untwist. I didn't start with my gloves yet. So glove up. Now you know. Glove up. I think I want to add that booster. Now I can add that booster in here. And the booster looks purple. I guess it's that extra highlighter. I probably need to put these gloves on now. No, not quite yet. Because I do still have to put the Vaseline. So anyway, while I'm shaking this, I can let you know a couple of things I'm looking forward to doing. I'm looking forward to vlogging the shirts that I'm starting to print for that Speak Life atelier business that I was telling you about. I want to get my own heat press and begin to design them on some of my own product apps. I just need more control over, when the product is sent, how quickly it gets to a customer. I want it to arrive in a nice packaging. I don't want it to be just thrown in a regular, Amazon box or FedEx box or whatever. I want it to arrive because I want to give the whole experience of a customized product, right? Coming to you. At least I'll try to do that until I can't, until maybe we grow to a point where we have to do print on demand. I was going to say that somewhere down the road, but you never know it. God is awesome, y'all. God is good. I could be thinking this is going to be something just small, a few orders here or there, about 50 orders a month. And then all of a sudden God can blow that up and it could be 1,000 orders a month. Just depending on whatever his plan is. And I want to be ready. That's one of the sayings on my shirts is make room for whatever it is you're believing God for, right? We often do not prepare for the blessings. And the first time I heard a pastor say that, I was talking to God about, my desire for remarriage and for sending me the person who I was going to be married with. And when I heard that pastor say that, I had to come home and clear out my closet because I was like, I'm praying for God to send me someone, but I'm living like a single woman. I'm living like somebody who do not plan to share my space. And I did that, and I'm glad I cleared out my closet because my husband now certainly took it all over. I say he had more clothes than I do, but he'll tell you I'm a lie. But that was sweet. It was a timely message and a needed message because in that season of waiting, it gave me something to do, right? I believed in God for my blessing. I believed in God for what I asked for. And so I had to walk in that belief, and that required action. So, okay, I'm going to just section off. You know how this goes. I tell you section off in like 4 sections. Mine will be give or take a few sections. And we're just going to start going in from the top. And let me keep up with my time because I think it says like 20 minutes. So I'm going to do the areas where the gray is so prominent and those tough areas to dye, which are, those gray roots. And what they say, gray is from wisdom, not from age. It's definitely genetics. I have a sister, and I will say wisdom too, but I have a sister who is younger than me, and she has always had gray hairs. She has a beautiful braid of hair, and a lot of it is gray. I don't know if she dyes it. I haven't seen her hair in a while. She is locking her hair also, because she lives in another state. And when I see her now online, she's mostly wearing hats. So that's something I have to go back and ask her. How is her hair coming along? Because she now is getting older. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to just take this down. I may need that second box. I hope not. I didn't prepare it because I didn't want to waste it. But I might need it in order to go all the way down the lot. If that's my intention today. Okay, so you know about the shirt business, or the custom hoodie and shirt business, Christian clothing brand that I have. Another thing on my agenda, y'all, is I'm still trying to get my dog. So the reason why it's taking so long is, one, I got to make sure I'm truly ready to commit to the whole process of training my new friend. I had my bonus daughter came for the holiday, and she has a pug. You remember I had Suki out at that pet park across the street from my house. And I had the pug for a little while. And, of course, I had the time of my life with that dog. And it really, again, ignited my desire. Not that I lost that desire for having a pet, but it really ignited my desire for me getting my own Cavapoo. So now I'm still saving for one, trying to commit, make sure I have enough time, because school certainly takes a lot of my time, work and everything. Okay, so I'm going to open the next box and be right back. All right, so the camera was sitting on top of the other box. That's why I had to pause it for a moment. I don't know. I think even like everything else is being slowly reduced in size. I think they're doing that with the hair dye too, because I used to be able to do, my hair at this length with just one box, and I would need 2 boxes when I had, the length all the way down to my butt. But now I need 2 boxes at this length, at just past the shoulder. So I think, everything is being slowly reduced in size. Just like, I don't know if you've seen that YouTube of how even the Tropicana and orange juice have started to change the size. And they do it slowly without us even realizing that we're getting a smaller amount. And it's all in the product packaging and how they change the bottle. So you don't even realize you're getting a reduced amount. Now, I bought some orange juice for Christmas. Yeah, it's a holiday thing in our house for me to buy orange juice, because I have a 15-year-old son. And if I buy orange juice, he will drink it in one day. And as expensive as orange juice is, like Tropicana, I don't play those games. So since I don't drink orange juice like that, because it gives me, for some reason, it gives me gas. Maybe it's the acid in it. It's too acidic. But, so I don't mind not having the orange juice. But I do buy it when we have, you know, company. When we have company and I want to make a breakfast for everyone, then I will buy the orange juice. And so I bought 2 bottles of Tropicana. It was like 2 for $7. 2 for $7. And sure enough, I think my son drank the second bottle because I haven't had any since, you know, since Christmas morning. We only had just 1 cup. All right, so going back to talking about my dog that I want to get, I'm so excited. I think to help make room and prepare for the dog, I'm going to begin buying some products off of, I'm gonna buy products off of Temu. I have not purchased anything off of Temu. And I think this may be a good opportunity to try them out on some dog products because I don't want to spend a lot of money. And I want to be able to try out some things, right? I want to be able to just play around with some things. Like I see this really cute item that is a traveling like water cup for the dog, and it has a little snack cup on it. I saw it yesterday on Temu for like $1.99. And I'm like, you can't beat that. Now I have to make sure that it's already in the States and not going to be somewhere out the country that's going to cost, you know, $30 to bring it over here, and that's why they're selling it for $1.99. But I'll check that out and keep you updated. But like, yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. Starting with the dog products and determining, you know, what area, what part of the living room or somewhere where I could put a little dog bed, because my husband already said no, that it cannot come in the bedroom. And so I'll have to also prepare myself. That's another thing I'm saving money for, because I immediately want to get the dog some professional dog training. The last dog that I had was a Labrador, and we did not get professional training, and it was a struggle for me with that dog because it got really big, and it was hard for me to walk him without being drugged all over the place. He dragged me everywhere, and it was very difficult. If he saw a squirrel or anything, he was just chasing it, and I had to kind of ground down in order to stop from being pulled into streets. So yeah, I want to get professional training. This, of course, is going to be a much smaller dog, but I just don't like dogs that do not listen, that don't know how to walk with you and like pulling you, or, you know, walking too far ahead of you. I don't like that feeling. That does not make for an enjoyable walk for me, or an enjoyable pet, if we can't even get along. If we can't get along because you don't listen, it's like a child. You know, I'm not going to want you if you can't listen. I'm not going to want to babysit you or take you places if I have to be arguing with you and trying to make you do what you're supposed to do. That's not going to work. So, yeah, I want to immediately get dog training. I got to get stuff for the car, like a car seat, because it will be going with me everywhere. My husband really does not want anything to do with it. So it'll be going with me the majority of the time, you know, unless I'm working at the Y. But I picture this dog really being a part of my all day, every day until he gets, I guess, old and not doing much, but being around the house and going in its crate. I will do crate training. Yeah, so yeah, all of those things is what I have going on in my mind. Prepare my life. And that was 2 bottles, y'all. Feel like I need a third. And I know I probably just needed to go to a professional salon and have them dye my hair. Or maybe I needed to start with, the bleach brightening. Because we're going to see if this can penetrate the locks to at least take away the grays. I guess that's my main focus right now. Get those grays out the way. And then we'll work on the other things. All right, so a few more minutes of this sitting, and then I'll wash it out and we'll be back. Okay, so we're washed, conditioned, and revealing. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So this time I'm going to try to maintain it and keep it up for a little while. Keep it like, current, vibrant, so that at least the roots will stay done. You can see the various colors from some portions not being saturated enough, but I do like it, and hopefully Frank will like it. So now I am just going to put some leave-in conditioner in it This is also a Talia Wajid or Wahid. It's green and apple aloe leave-in conditioner. So I'm going to just spray that all over, especially these little vulnerable areas. My scalp. And then I'll put some oil on it. I am not going to braid it. I'm trying to no longer braid the hair when it is wet because that has been thinning out some of my locks. Again, my hair is fine. And so you see like this one has a little thin piece. I'm eventually going to cut this off or lose it. I can also tie a little knot in it if I want to give it a little bit more security and stabilization. To tie a knot around the top of it. And I could also use a crochet needle and just crochet it back in, but it'll be okay. I'm not hung up on the fact of losing a piece of the lock because, you know, it's not going to hinder me from putting any additional styles in my hair that I normally do, which I'm not very stylish anyway with the lock, so it's not going to hurt anything. And it will grow again. It's hair. I have learned a long time ago not to get caught up on hair, having it either long or short, and not letting hair define my beauty. So I got that in. I'm also going to go ahead and do this healing oil. I love this oil. You can use it not just on your hair, but you can use it all over your body. That's what I love about the oils. I'm going to try to let it get on as much of it as possible. What I did decide to do today is add a slight wave or curl pattern to it. I'm going to retwist some of the front just to, you know, secure any loose strands. Pour that oil all over. Retwist some of the front. And then I'm going to use like various size rods in order to just add different curls on it. Mostly it'll help, you know, so when I sit under the dryer, it'll bump it up. Okay, and there we have it. We have a new color all around. New color. It's growing back from when Frank cut it to my shoulders in the fall. It has grown swiftly. Maybe I'll watch some YouTubes on styles for 2026 and add some additional styles to it. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, redo some of the front. And I'll just show you just a few and then I'll stop and we'll come back once I have the rods in just to show you how I am doing those rods. So when I started my locks, I started from 2-strand twists. And I was, what was I? I was like 26 or something like that. Before then, I was attempting to lock my hair for a long time, but had a hard time keeping them locked and not washing them for an extended period of time. My hair is fine, so it would always unravel. And I couldn't commit at that time to just allowing it to not wash it. So I struggled with trying to get it locked. But during this time, I was pregnant and I had just had Leah, my baby girl. I was having her that week because I had a C-section and it was a scheduled C-section. So I knew when I was going to go in. And I did 2-strand twists in my hair. And I said at that time, I am just not going to take them out again. I'm just going to leave them. And so be it. So after I had her and came home, it was easy to leave the 2-strand twists in because I had a newborn baby to tend to. Had to nurse her, and I was so tired. Not only was I tired, I was in a lot of pain from having the C-section. So I didn't want to do a lot of lifting and lifting my arms up. So it was very easy to just at that time allow my hair to lock. I have these little clips in a bag that I have down here. This little travel bag is where I keep all my clips in. I used to have so many of them because I had locked not only my hair, or not only my hair was locked, but I had locked my 2 daughters' hair also. And it would just be a day of hair doing and us being clipped up. They have cut their locks out since then. They weren't happy with the results. And one now, well, both of them have shaved their heads, but I think one, Lydia, she doesn't like hair much. Leah, she just likes diversity in styles. So Leah will go from having braids to having a wig in no time. And it suit her because she has such a perfectly shaped face that she can wear any style and just rock them so well. I'm gonna put up some pictures. I'll insert some pictures of Leah with her various hairstyles. So again, I'm just doing the front so that it can kind of hold the back down and it won't look so, it will not look unkempt. And that will probably only last for, a few days. And then after that, it does not get fuzzy, but my strands will start coming out. So you'll notice even in here how loose my curl pattern is. So it will not get fuzzy, but I'll have these loose pieces of hair no longer wrapping in the lock. My parts were never really defined. Those, 20 years ago when I started from the 2-strand twist, I was, like I told you, I was pregnant and I was in bed. I just sat up in the bed and started just making a little part and twisting. Making a little part and twisting. There was nothing professional done about it. I do love seeing the people who have professionally gotten their locks done and have a pattern with their parts. But I have no patterns with my parts. I have no standard lock size. All my locks vary from a thick one to a skinny one. And I used to have a lot more locks than what I have now, but over the course of the years I have what they used to call marrying them by merging a few locks together. as you can see, like here at the front at this one, this is a really big one. I used to have two here, but I decided to just make one large lock over here in order to stop having the those in the front continue to break off, because they were much thinner. And not only were they thinner, again, the hair is not as thick as the other textures on my hair. You know, we have various different textures and curl patterns on our hair, on our head rather. And so I'm almost done. Just gonna do a few of these. Then I will randomly put the rods in order to really just hold the lock in place and to make me look a little fancy. I do plan on going out tonight. My sister-in-law is having I think a little girls night, and so I want to go and spend a little time with her. I was thinking I would spend the night, but I'm not going to be able to because I teach tomorrow at the Y early. I teach a yoga class at 10 a.m. So I would rather be coming from my house than coming from where she lived at. But oh, and also today I have to make a playlist. I'm making a new playlist since I want to do like a gospel yoga tomorrow, like a praise yoga. So I want to make a new a new playlist to accommodate that. And it is a gentle yoga class, or stated to be a gentle yoga class. I invited my father. He's never, I don't think he has ever taken any of my classes. So I do hope he show up. He's in town this week. He's not working. So I hope he come. My dad is a truck driver. And yeah, he lives in Atlanta, but he's always on the road. So I hope he wake up in time to come to it. I'm going to remind him today, because it would be nice to share a practice with him. He needs to move, you know. I'm so proud of the many seniors who come to the classes at the Y, taking advantage of their membership, whether they go swimming or come to the chair classes, but realizing that you need to have some activity in your life. You need to exercise so that you are able to be mobile as you age. You don't want to be fully dependent on someone else. You want to be able to at least reach a little thing, feed yourself maybe, right? And even those who aren't able to do things physically, there is a lot of science backing behind just mental exercises, like picturing yourself. Do the exercises that you see someone do, having that kind of out of body experience. But if you picture it and feel the muscles moving, you can add a benefit to yourself, not just your mind, but also your body. All right, so I did all of that. Those will hold it back and keep some of it, you know, keep the front looking neat. And now I'm just going to randomly choose however many, wrap them around in the rod, since I am going to sit under a dryer. It doesn't have to be perfect because, again, this is not going to be a particular style. I am just adding a little curl to my locks, and also hoping to keep them up as they're drying so water won't be dripping on my neck. All right. Anyway, I will show you the results as I get ready to head out throughout my day. But I'm going to sit under that hair dryer, do a little work while I am stationary, and just chill out for the rest of the day until I head out to my sister's house to spend the night, well, spend the evening with her and her girlfriends. All right, ciao for now. Hey, it is a wonderful Monday. It is cooler than it's been this week, but it is still nice out. I wanted to just take a look at my fish and also let you see the result of the curls. I was going to come back on camera after I curled my hair, sat under the dryer, but a lot occurred after that. Of course, I did not immediately take my curls out to film because I had someplace to go. The dryer was taking forever. I got tired, took a nap, and then I had to rush out that evening. My hair was not fully dry, but I recurled it and it didn't hold tight, but it held. My husband was just out here scooping up some of these leaves. We got to think of some sort of covering in order to prevent the leaves from falling into it. But the koi fish are still here, living their best frozen life. We have 5 of them. They seem to be thriving and just hanging tight because it is chilly. All right, I'm gonna let you see my curls now. Turn it around. So you can see it's just the ends are curled, which is fine. I knew they weren't going to be tight curls, and I just wanted to bump it up a little so that it's different from the straight style or the ponytail. I tried to get a little fancy, and yeah. So this is me. Have a great day. I got to get ready to head back over to the Y, and I will talk to you soon because I am becoming very intentional and serious about looking for my Cavapoo. And I want to show you some of the process that I'm going through in trying to identify, reserve one, and then prepare for the homecoming of our new baby. Anyway, ciao for now.